Don't you wish you were a Superman? Take off to the sky. Or don't you wish you were a Superman? Against oppression we rise. Or don't you wish you were a Superman? Say your loved one before they die. Within us all live a Superman. Within our souls to survive.
Kool Geeks Tribunal, we're here, Comic-Con 2021. We speaking to Mr. Ben Bishop, who is doing some wonderful artwork for one of the biggest books in 2020, traveling to 2021 now, right? Because it's
into 2022, I think, as well. Issue 4, or Issue 5 will be out sometime in February, hopefully sooner. But
wow.
Yeah, Issue 4 just dropped a couple weeks ago. So Last Ronin, for people who don't know, is a story of like the sole surviving turtle. I won't tell you who it is. Mm-hmm. And then as the issues come out, there's flashbacks that tell you what happened to each of them along the way, and I get to do those flashbacks. So I get to kill all my heroes.
Oh man. Please jump in.
I'm sorry, I got real geeky on it when he just said there's different reveals, and issue number 4 has the great reveal.
Oh yeah? You like that reveal?
Right. Oh man.
Yeah, so even if you find out who the Ronin is, there's still reason to read. There's surprises everywhere, so. I'm
sorry, I got geeky and I didn't mean to overstep while you were talking. I'm sorry.
No, you're right though. That's a big reveal. Issue 4 is one of those big ones. So we're right before the end now.
Yes, indeed.
The 5th and final comes out February 2022.
It's so worth the wait. So worth the wait. We've been, you know what I'm saying, on it for a while. We know they're dropping like every several months.
Yes.
But the art is great. How you feeling about the reception of the books?
Reception's nuts, yeah, because I was trying to get on Turtle books for 8 years. I was doing fake covers and making prints and just saying, hey, give me a cover, give me a cover, give me a cover. And then finally, I got my first one, which was that manhole cover there, issue 55. That took like 3 years into that process. And then it was, again, a total of 8 years before I'm here on Last Ronin. Me and Kevin are, working hand in hand on all the designs, and it's a total dream job.
Yo, salute to Kevin Eastman too, man. Like doing like great work. Just even bringing
Let's
the
move
turtles.
Over here a little bit. Sorry, man.
Let's even bringing the turtles just to, you know what I'm saying, just to life for the fans since the 80s.
Yeah, like, this story was concocted by Peter Laird and Kevin in '87, so I was only 1 year old. So it's pretty crazy. It was always meant to be the last story they worked on together. So
wow, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy to be a part of.
I am really excited that someone like yourself, with the kind of talent you have as an artist, is able to really get gritty with the characters, because the artwork alone, to me, tell a story.
Yeah, it's supposed to. Yeah, it's good. You should be able to read a comic even without the words and know what's going on. And we're keeping it dark and violent and gritty because, in a way, it's the last time Peter and Kevin worked together was back in those Mirage days. So it's still got that same tone. It's got that same feeling. And for me, I want to send the Turtles out right. Like, I want Raph to go out like a boss. I want Leo to go out like a leader, So it's been really great.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, my partner just said about it being dark and gritty and just wanting to really convey the message through pictures, like speaking 1,000 words.
Yeah.
One of the things that stood out to me, suicide is brought up into it. Not wanting to give too much away, but just to see something that is so such a heavy topic.
We thought about it a lot.
Yeah, like what goes into that, and what was that like to even illustrate or be a part of it?
Yeah, I was a little bit a part of that. That scene. So the future stuff is drawn by very talented Escorza brothers out of Mexico. It's half and half, me and Kevin, and then there's the Escorza brothers and Luis. Luis is the colorist, does amazing work, and he's in Mexico as well. But yeah, the suicide thing in issue 1, there's a big moment where the last Ronin is at his last, he's failed and he's ready to go and he's ready to do the seppuku, and luckily he passes out before that happens. So, but we thought a lot about it, and we thought a lot about 2020 as a whole, and like survivor's guilt. April talks about that a lot, like being the last one left. It's kind of relevant right now to know like friends and family are leaving us and times are hard, and to be able to feel that in the emotions in the book and still have it be a Turtle book is a little bit of a nice escape, I think, and a way for people to kind of reconcile with those thoughts.
Absolutely. One last thing. April O'Neil's always been a little bit of a cutie.
Sure.
She's always been a little bit of a hottie.
You don't think so anymore?
Not anymore. Are you responsible for those lines on her face?
No, those lines on her face, well, I guess I am, because it's from all the tragedy, man. That's why. The lines on her face come from sorrow, yeah.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
I think she aged like a fine wine with a robot arm and a robot leg, yeah.
Oh, man. So, just wanted to touch on that. My man here still geeking out. I'm going to pass it to him to finish us off.
Okay.
So, what is being at Comic-Con this year as a brand new artist, as someone who is trying to make a name for themselves, as a person who is almost done with this limited series run, what's next for you?
So, I've been at Comic-Con a long time, but it's been a hustle. Like, I've been doing this show since 2007, and this is the first year where I felt like a minor celebrity. You guys are interviewing me. I've had lines all day. It's been great. But what's next for me is actually what I was doing before I was brought on to Ronin. Kevin and I actually do a book called Drawing Blood, which is the fictional true story of how the Turtles were created. But instead of Kevin Eastman, it's this guy, Shane Bookman. And instead of creating the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shane and his brother Paul created the radically rearranged Ronin ragdolls, who are samurai cats named after famous anime directors Miyazaki, Tezuka, and Otomo. So it's a ton of fun. We're right in the middle of Volume 2. So now I'm finishing up Ronin, got a couple pages left, going to jump to Drawing Blood. And when that's done, I'm going to jump back to my book, The Aggregate, which is a post-apocalyptic sci-fi with giant robots and spider cats. Wow. But it's also the world's first split decision comic, which is my company that I started so that I could write and draw with total freedom and let you read with total freedom, because you get the spots like this, like an old choose your own, and you say, do I want to run or do I want to stay? And you can turn to that page and change the story every time. This book's got 4 beginnings, 7 endings, and 20 choices in between.
Wow.
And so I'm right in the middle of book 2 as well. So once Ronin's done, I'm on Drawing Blood, and when Drawing Blood's done, I'm back on Aggregate, and I'll probably do that for the rest of my life. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. It's a good life.
Thanks, man.
It's a good life.
Yeah, having a blast. I appreciate all the enthusiasm and kind words. People have been great here, so.
Absolutely,
Thank
absolutely.
you.
So it's good chopping it up with you the last couple
you
of days.
well. Thanks for coming.
All right,
by,
man.
guys.
Kool Geeks, Tribunal. We out.
Take care.
Peace.
Within us all live a Superman, within our souls to survive. Don't you wish you were a Superman? Or don't you wish you were a Superman?